My name is Ross Conley, student number 15148424, and I'm going to explain to you the road maps, particularly the inclined roadway. So firstly, we have our question laid out here. The first thing we do is we go through the question and see exactly what it is that we must do. So the map shows ground contours at 10-meter vertical intervals. So here, as you can see, is 130, 120, 110, 100, 90, 80, 70. So they're all going down in 10 meters. Okay, so our points A is at 50 meters and B is at 80 meters as stated in the question. And now side and slopes for cutting is 1:1, so the ratio is 1:1 and 1:1.5 for embankment. So firstly, we're going to go through this now. So as you can see here, I have it done out. So as we stated earlier, the 10-meter vertical intervals. So for every 10 meters we go up vertically, we come out 10 meters. For our ratio is 1:1. So for every 10 meters we come out, we go out 10 meters horizontally. So if this was 1:2, for every our contours are at 10 meters. For 1:2, we'd go out 10 meters and go out 20. Okay. So for the embankments, it's 1:1.5. So again, we have our 10-meter vertical intervals. So vertical is 10 meters up, and then the difference here is though it's 1.5. So 1 is our 10 and 0.5 is 5 because it's half of 10. So we add them together and we get 15 meters. So we then come out 15 meters. Okay, so again, as we stated, A and B are at 50 meters and 80 meters respectively. So now we're going to go through the inclined roadway to it. We must complete the earthworks. So firstly, the rise from A to B is 30 meters. So for our cutting, as the roadway is above our road here, we must cut the land down to the roadway. So 30 meters, so its ratio is 1:1. So we then draw a cone 30 millimeters, because the scale is 1:1000. So we draw that cone here from A, and we draw a tangent of this cone back to the point B. So this line now, as it comes from point B, which is at 80 meters, is all 80 meters. So this represents 80 meters. So for cutting, as the ratio states, it's 1:1. We then come back, as previously mentioned, it's out 10 meters, out horizontally 10 meters. So we go perpendicular to this line. We come out 10 meters, 10 millimeters, 10 millimeters, 10 millimeters, 10 millimeters. I'll just fix up the camera here for a second. Seems to be gone off. Yeah, because you can't see the far side. Okay, so perfect. So as we go up then, we go up our 10 meters. So this is 90, 100, 110, 120, and finally our 130. We need to do one more. Okay, so perfect. So now we match up both these lines. So our contour line must match up with our projected lines. So 80 is here, so we find where 80 is on our contour line and we mark a point here. And this is where the roadway, the roadworks will be. Okay, so then we get 90, so 90 is here, and 90 on our contours up here. So where they join, we mark another point, and we continue to do this for 100, 110, 120 and 130. Okay, so that's out the way towards our roadway or our fill. So now we must do it, continue it in. As you can see, we're missing the part here for our roadway, so we must bring it in the way. So we do the exact same, except we bring it in the way. Instead of going from 90, we go to 70. So then we do the same thing. So this is 70. So then we put a point here. And now we match up our points. We join the dots now, pretty much. Okay, so that's the roadworks done for our cutting, and now we must do it for our embankments. Just finish off this bit here. Oh, sorry. Okay, so now, as we stated earlier, in our embankments, it's 1:1.5 ratio. So we have our contour intervals at 10, so this must be 15. And as stated previously, the drop is 30 meters. So 30 meters at a ratio of 1:1.5. So that's our 1. And then 0.5 is what? Our 0.5 is 45. Okay, lovely. So now we're going to draw a cone that's 45 millimeters from our point B. And then we do the same procedure as we did with the cutting. So we draw a tangent back to point A. And as A is at 50, this line is at 50 meters. So then we go parallel to this line, back 15 millimeters, as it's 1.5. This line now is at 40. So where that joins up at 40 here, we put a point there. And where this joins up at 50 over here, that's 50 there. So then we come in, that's 30, and then 45, no. That's 15 there, yeah, and then this is 15, that's 50, okay, perfect. So then this line here represents 60 meters. So then we join it up with our 60 meters previously here. And this one here is our 70. So this joins up with our 70 here, just spot on there. So now we just join up our dots. Okay, so this here is our two lines. I'll highlight them here to make it easier to see. And we'll put in our points. And we'll draw in our little tadpoles to represent the fill and the cut. So that's fill, tadpole going in the way, and cut, bad tadpole swimming out the way. Okay, so that is the question completed. I hope you learned a lot. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them later on, at a later date in class. Thank you.